Hey everyone, welcome back to the Real Estate Rundown here with Marcy, where we meet with top professionals in our real estate industry, and we got a show prepared for you today. Stay tuned. Welcome back everyone to the Real Estate Rundown here with Marcy, where we meet with top professionals in our industry. And today, our next episode, I'd like to introduce you to Carla. Hi Carla.
Hi, how are you?
Thanks for being here.
Thank you for having me.
So I want you to share with our audience a little bit about who you are, what you do, and we'll go from there.
Okay, my name's Carla Fanelli. I work at Compass on Lincoln Road in Miami Beach for the Sherman Messing Group. I am from New York City originally, but I moved here 20 years ago. I did real estate about 35 years ago and was out of it for many, many years. During COVID, I had a Pilates studio which shut down during COVID and got back into real estate at that time. And I'm very happy that I did that. I do Pilates on the side, but I'm 100% into real estate these days. So residential and commercial, mostly off-market commercial, residential, anything goes.
Good, great, thanks for sharing. So you do real estate, and of course, you know, you handle a lot of sectors. I believe you work with a lot of off-market properties. Yes.
And commercial, definitely off-market. That's all they want to hear. If anything's listed, they don't even want to hear about it.
Yeah, so share a little bit about like your specialization of what you do.
So in the commercial, I was working for a developer originally, and I ended up meeting a lot of people in the commercial market, a lot of developers. So I got to know people on a personal level, and they still reach out to me asking if I have buyers, sellers. I have both. I have personal relationships with them now where I'm very comfortable reaching out, seeing if there is something they're looking for. I was working with a buyer in New York City for a building. So again, that would be, I'm not licensed in New York anymore. Anything goes with the commercial market. So anything from industrial to, you know, Class A office buildings.
Why don't you share a story about clients that have hesitated at first and reaching out with an investment or just getting a home for them, and how you were thrilled that you helped them through the transition of that?
So I can do a commercial or a residential one. I had a lady who was very hesitant to buy a home to renovate. She originally wanted it for herself, and then she was going to flip it. She wasn't sure. She was very nervous about the market. I knew for sure this is before the market boomed, so she loves me now. She tripled her money in 2 years. Yay! And she's very, very happy. And I was very confident on pushing. I would never ever push a client to do anything that I was not 100%. I mean, nothing's 100%, but I knew where the market was going.
Right.
She's thrilled, she's happy. She sold the house, she made a lot of money, bought herself another house, already finished. So
lifelong client.
She loves me. Oh yeah.
Lifelong client.
Now I have
right?
her kids as client. Yeah. So she's
I was just talking. Sometimes we have to see that scary part where everyone starts getting a little doubt, and that scary part. That's exactly where you need to come in, right?
And that was her first home, so that's a huge deal for. So that's their most important decision in their life. So, you know, they're buying their first home, and she ended up, you know, she was going to give it to her daughter. She ended up flipping it, buying another one. So she's very, very happy.
So, you know, in your line of business, it takes really a team on your side, you know. What's it like to working with a reliable title company, a reliable team in what you do?
So the title company is huge from the beginning. Again, when somebody's buying their first home, they don't know. I mean, to us, closing costs, I can tell you in the back of my hand what they include. This person doesn't understand all the fees involved. I am able to call you as my title agent to give me a breakdown of those costs, a draft, of course, in the beginning, to let them know up front what all the costs are. There's no hidden fees. They're aware of everything, because a lot of people, if they're not aware, at the end they found out, wait, where is this $5,000 bill coming from? So it's really important to have good communication with the title company.
During a transaction, you know, a realtor's everything to the client.
Right.
And having a good team, you know, inspection company, lender, title people, attorneys, is part of the extension of your services and guiding them to your client, right? Let's share a story with the audience about a challenging time or an obstacle that you had to go through one of your transactions.
When I was getting back into real estate, I, you know, bit off more than I can chew, I guess you could say. In the beginning, I was involved in a deal that I was trying to fake it till you make it, or Google as you go, and you cannot do that in real estate. So a couple of deals went a little sour because I didn't go back to the basics. And I also didn't know who I could kind of reach out to at that time. Number one, I would never do that again. I would never go into a deal not knowing all the facts and figures before taking on a client and promising them the world and not being able to deliver. Number two, the team that I have now, the Sherman Messing Group, I've known them for 40 years, one of them 20, the other, they're my family. And they would never let that happen these days. If I don't have an answer, one of them does. We're always together, whether it be I'm out of town, they show something, or when we're together, we find an answer.
Well, it's good to know that that you provide even an additional service because it's you and three other members, right?
There's
a team of four,
of us,
right?
and there's always somebody available.
Always someone available. You feel supported, guided, and there's always someone on top of every nook and cranny in a transaction that can help you through the guidelines.
And I trust them implicitly, which is not easy in the real estate world. Even when you're working with people, these are my partners, these are my family, I would, trust them with everything. So that's very important to succeed.
I'm a strong believer in teamwork and collaboration because when you have that, that's the experience that leads to a successful transaction and successful, for me, closings, When everyone works together to make the ultimate goal of someone, buying or selling a home, I'm all about teamwork and collaboration of where they're going.
And I'm comfortable giving them your information, yours, theirs, and that's not always the case.
Yes.
In real estate, you're scared to give somebody your database or your contacts. That does not lead to success. Leading to success is working with people you trust and
professionals in the industry.
Yeah, and they're all brilliant. I love them. So it's a great team that I'm with.
It's amazing. Will you share with our audience how can they reach you?
You can reach me. I'm with the Sherman Messing Group with Compass on Lincoln Road, Carla Fanelli O'Reilly, 917-841-7491.
Well, thank you for being here, Carla.
Thank you so much for having me.
Of course, and thank you for watching. I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.
Bye.